right, we've been talking a lot about clocks lately, haven't we? Well, every January, the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientist, they make an important and timely decision, and that is deciding where to place the hand on the Doomsday clock. It sounds a lot scarier than it is. It doesn't actually count down to the end of the world, but the concept behind it could give us some insight on the state of the world. And here to tell us more about it is Dr. Rachel Bronson. She is president and CEO of the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientist, a Chicago gal with us right now. We appreciate you being with us in-house this morning. There's a great line in Close Encounters of the Third Kind where Richard Dreyfuss is being interviewed by all the other scientists, and he says, "Who are you people?" So who are the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists?
Thank you. The Bulletin of Atomic Scientists was founded by Manhattan Project scientists at the University of Chicago who were working on nuclear energy and eventually started working on nuclear weapons. And they formed something called the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, which was to warn the public about this new technology that was evolving that had the potential to end life on Earth as we know it.
Nuclear weapons.
Nuclear weapons. And so they formed this bulletin, and my organization, the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, grew out of that initiative to engage the public on science and technology and evolutions that could end life on Earth as we know it. It started around nuclear weapons, and it's grown to include climate change as an existential risk, and we look at new disruptive technologies constantly, like AI and new biological innovations.
AI, a big new component in that. Now, the scientists, of which there were, about 15 or so, they're coming to Chicago when to kind of set the clock?
Yeah, that's right. They're coming next week. So they come every year, and we're in person for 2 days to set the clock. They've been preparing for the meeting for a number of months now.
And you said there's no shoe throwing going on.
There's no shoe throwing going on, but they do debate and engage on the issues that they know best. So we're bringing nuclear experts, both scientists and policy leaders, climate experts, and other technologies, so mis and disinformation, cyber, and particularly now innovations in the biological space. So what's happening in laboratories and how these issues connect with each other. So how does innovations in AI affect biological research, for example?
Right now, the clock is at 90 seconds away from midnight, and in January, we're going to get an update on that. Where do you think we're going?
So I don't know. That's what we're going to find out next week, and then they'll work it through. But it's an unstable time, and they take their jobs very seriously. And it's really to say, is humanity safer or a greater risk this year compared to last year, or this year compared to the almost 80 years we've been asking that question?
1991 was the best year on your clock, and that was 17 minutes before midnight. What do you want people, countries, whatever, to do when they look at the Doomsday clock? What's the expected reaction on behalf of you and the rest of the team?
Yeah, I think the key issue we want for people is, like, do you think that we've said it right? If so, why or why not? To really think about it. These are really hard issues.
Do you get feedback?
We do get a lot of feedback,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and it used to be like we're moving it too close, and now it's, you know, it should be closer. We get a lot of feedback from it, absolutely, from around the world. But we do hope it allows people to be engaged. It allows them to talk with their friends and relatives and colleagues about these really tricky topics, like, do you believe we got it right? And then finally, to come to places like the Bulletin and other organizations that work on these issues and know that people are working every day to try to create a safer future.
Do you ever worry that it's kind of an alarmist position? You know,
we do worry about that, and so that's why we're very public about, and we publish the statement every year so people can see why we've said it that way. But we also hope that there's some reassurance. There are things we can do. We have moved the Doomsday clock away from midnight, largely because citizens around the world get engaged and demand of their public leaders to take decisions that keep us safer.
If folks want more information about the Doomsday clock and the Atomic Scientist Group, where can they get that?
They can come to our website at thebulletin.org. And
there we have it online there.
Great. And those who set it, you can see the Science and Security Board, who they are, what their backgrounds are, and you can see past statements of why we've set it the way we have.
Well, I hope that the clock goes back a little bit. You never know. I think 90 seconds. Did it stay the same the past 2 years? So it's kind of held steady. But I'm intrigued by the fact that the artificial intelligence role is becoming kind of a bigger and bigger slice of the pie. So we'll look forward to it. Can we get a sneak peek at the results?
No.
I'd like to thank Dr. Bronson for that $5 tip I was going to offer you wasn't enough. No, seriously, we appreciate you coming in. We look forward to hearing in January. That's when we'll get the actual numbers
January
out.
28th.
January 28th, we'll find out what the Doomsday Clock says. Dr. Rachel Bronson.